I call it the human zoo. Michael McLean, badassbrotherhood.com, coming to you on a beautiful early morning from Audie Lake, heading out with our dog Clifford, for 15,000 glorious steps down to the point and back. Takes me 71 minutes there and back, 15,000 steps in the bank to start the day. That's one of my new goals, 15,000 steps per day. Takes about 70 minutes. And with this type of weather, this type of year, it is pretty simple to do 7 days a week. No days off. So we pride ourselves as people that are free. North Americans, we're free. We have our freedom. But here's the thing about freedom. 99% of people live a boxed life. 99% of people live a boxed life. And what I mean by that is we live a life where we rise in the morning, we start our day eating boxed foods, we get into a boxed vehicle, we commute to a boxed office building where we take the boxed elevator to our work location. We work in a boxed office, or most people work in a boxed cubicle. They work on a computer box, receiving emails, texts, internet from this box 8 to 10 hours per day. Then, of course, all meetings are in an enclosed box. And then at the end of this 8 or 10 hour day inside an office box, 99% of people return to their boxed vehicle, commute home amongst the other boxed vehicles, return to their boxed house, and sit down and consume more boxed food, so-called nutrition, and then end the day by sitting either playing on a box computer or sitting in front of what my dad used to call the idiot box television. A boxed life. Freedom, free my ass. A boxed life by choice. But here's the thing about the way we are supposed to be living. As human beings, we are supposed to be moving. We are supposed to be creatures that move. We are supposed to be creatures that walk, creatures that hunt, creatures that fish, that stretch, that run, that lift, that build things. We are creatures that are supposed to be outdoors the majority of the time. We're supposed to be procreating. We're supposed to be raising families. We're supposed to be farming. We're supposed to be growing some of our own foods. We're supposed to be out in the good weather, the bad weather. We're supposed to be out in the sunshine, moving. So 99% of us live what I call a zooed life existence. And just like domesticated lions or monkeys in a zoo, what comes with domestication outside of our natural habitat? Depression and a lethargic life. Depression and a lethargic life. Instead of being wild in the jungle with movement, with true freedom, 99% of people are domesticated. They're living a boxed life. They're being fed by the government, by other sources. And what happens to a domesticated, lethargic creature? Well, they become depressed and become more dependent and more lethargic. So what do we do about all this? What do we do about the box life that 99% of people are living? Well, as badass millionaires, we look around and see what everybody else is doing. I just gave you a debriefing of what 99% of people are doing. 99% of people are living a boxed life. They think they're free, but they're actually the opposite of free. They're choosing to live a very unnatural existence. And therefore, they're tired, they're lethargic, they're depressed, not unlike, domesticated wild animals in a zoo. So we need to do the exact opposite. I coach and emphasize that we need to look at what everybody else is doing, the ordinary, the average, the mediocre majority, and you need and I need to do the exact opposite. Because the massive crowd, the majority, is dead wrong about almost everything, especially money, success, health, marriage, children, family, any of that stuff. Dead ass wrong. So look around and let's see what's happening, which I just told you, and let's do the opposite. So you need to ask yourself these power questions. You need to say, okay, how can I start to move? How can I start to live outside of all these manufactured boxes? Don't forget, all this is on purpose. This is all made and designed to make you lethargic, to make you depressed, to make you medicated, to make you sedated, to make you, not move. It's all on purpose. So I call it fighting gravity, the gravitational pull of the ordinary. That's what I call all of this stuff. Technologies and the foods that are created for us, the news that's provided for us, the music, television, movies, entertainment, any of this anti-social media, all of it is designed to make us live like in a zoo instead of like the jungle where we're at our very best. And it's made and encourages and motivates a box life. So let's do the exact opposite by asking ourselves important questions. Number one, how can I move more? How can I move more? I'm out here, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I have all these boxed vehicles heading by me left and right, by the hundreds and by the thousands. So how can I choose to move more? In my case, I do something as simple as walking. My days of training in the weight room like I did for 25 years with my pro players and amateur players are over. I want to do stuff that's outside and in nature. So I don't need a gym membership. Maybe you do. But what I love doing is getting out and doing what I call road work. So I walk for 70 minutes every morning, 7 days a week. So I move every day. It's my steps. 15,000 steps per day is what is my magic number. I get out in the sunshine, I get out in the rain, I get out in the fresh air. As you can see, I don't have any technology except for this broken iPhone, which I'll be done with in a few minutes. And then it's just me with nature, solitude. It's time with my personal creator. It's time with my intuition, time to listen to my golden gut. And it's just mental health 101. Being out here in the forest, walking, complete and utter solitude. So that's very, very important. But but that's something I choose to do every single day as I move. I also do Hindu squats, 3 sets of Hindu squats, 25, 25, 25, and I'm working on a 4th set. So that'll be, doing 100 Hindu squats every morning. If you're not sure what Hindu squats are, just Google Matt Fury, F-U-R-E-Y, Hindu squats. I'm also closing in on 35 Hindu push-ups per day. Once again, just search Hindu push-ups for the ultimate upper body strength and health body weight exercises. For all these things, I don't need a gym membership. I don't need to drive into town and spend, time commuting. This is stuff that I do on the cottage road. I do my Hindu squats in the garage. In the summer, I do them out on the dock. So I'm outside doing those things. They take me maximum 10 minutes to do all of my body work, exercise every single day. So that's what I choose to do for movement. Also, just, I limiting my commuting is my grandfather used to say, he's like, live where you work where you live. In other words, he was all for buying a home where we have to, or renting your apartment where you work. There was none of this hour commute for him. And he ran a general store where he literally walked at 6 in the morning down across the lawn and worked for 14 hours straight in the general store. So he knew what he was talking about. He said, we don't need to be adding that hour. I know some people that commute an hour, hour and a half every single day. It's just absolute insanity. You can't tell me you make more money. You cannot convince me that in the overall picture, that's winning. So live where you work where you live. Get yourself into a position or into a job or a location where you do not need to be commuting everywhere. We're 5 minutes to town from here. When we bought our house in Naples, Florida, it was all about the location to the school because we wanted to be close to the school, because Krista and I driving Emery to school, we just didn't want to spend our time boxed in a car. Same with the hockey arena, same with the sports fields. Where are they? Location, location, location. Don't want to be in the box. So we limit our time in our vehicles. It's very limited. If I have to go to the city or if I go to a ball game in the city or something like that, that's rare that I'm in a vehicle for more than 5 or 10 minutes. Building things. We're supposed to be human beings that are creating things. We're supposed to be inventing things. We're supposed to be creating and building things. And that's why retirement doesn't work for most businessmen, is we need to be personally growing. We need to be contributing. We need to be making a difference and living our mission and purpose. So you can't do that inside of a box. We need, of course, to be around our families. We need to be spending time with our best friend, our wives. We need to be connecting with our children. This is all stuff that is part of nature. We need to be talking to people. This is something that I'm working on personally, that the great Dan Luanis has told me about, is introvert and extrovert, he says, are limiting beliefs. Because you can get yourself into a situation where you're very comfortable in almost any situation. So he's encouraged me, like he's done personally himself, is to talk to everybody now. Like, I'm not out a lot in the, downtown and all that stuff. But when I'm grabbing a coffee or I'm grabbing, a magazine, or if I'm getting gas, I talk to everybody. And I've only been doing this for a couple of months since he recommended it. But is it ever amazing? Like, I'm connecting with people. I'm talking to people I normally wouldn't. I was at the barn yesterday with Emery, and I was talking and sitting with all the different mothers, and it's just feedback, if nothing else, to everybody else's life. Everybody has something going on in their life. Everybody is struggling. Everybody is fighting their own fight. And it's just really great to talk to other people. I've done this through banishing drive-throughs in my life. Nothing lazy. I just turn my back on anything lazy. anything ordinary, anything extra. Everything that I want in my life is extraordinary, so I've turned my back on anything that's not. So drive-throughs, I go in and talk to the ladies that bring me my coffee. I know their names now. I ask them about their families. I thank them. I smile. All these types of things where we can make a difference. You know, get out of your car, get off your phone, leave your phone in the truck when you go in to the shopping or go in to get groceries or pick up something. Get in the habit of talking to other people and get off that phone. Leave that phone in your truck when you run errands. You know, leave that phone at home when you on date night. Leave your phone at home when you go out to breakfast with your son or daughter. You know, shut off that phone for, you know, until at least the afternoon on Sunday morning family time, that kind of thing. So connecting with other people, not be just staring down at your screen. Talk to other human beings. So these are all the things that we can do to live outside our box. There's many, many more. I find that writing every day is a huge one where it allows me to speak you know, through words. These videos that I shoot allow me to speak through video, express myself, whether you agree or disagree. These types of things are very, very important. And anything that I can do to do standing, like I read a lot and I do sit a lot working on my MacBook Pro, is I'm just constantly going for mini walks during the day, constantly standing. Sometimes I'll just, you know, I'll write and then go for a walk, write, go for a walk. This time of year, swimming, like after this walk here, I don't even break stride after my Hindu squats. I go right into the lake and I just go for a nice 10-minute swim, which stretches out my back, refreshes me, cools me down. It's just, man, it's like a good night's rest, a good swim. And the next home that we build, there's going to be a indoor pool, and our home in Naples has a backyard pool, because I'm not a good swimmer, but I love swimming and what it does for my body and mind, stretching out my back and shoulders. And so there's just some ideas for you of what you can do to get outside of this boxed life. Stop living a boxed life. You know, you have the key to the zoo. 99% of people are living in a cage. They're living in a prison, a self-made prison, and they're not free. So look around, take inventory of all the different areas of your life. Look at your day. Look at all the things that you could be doing and doing differently instead of just going through the motions. Like when I park my vehicle at a restaurant, drives my wife Krista, my daughter Emery crazy, but I don't care, is I take the furthest parking spot. If we're going to movies or if we're going to a restaurant, I park as far away as I can. First of all, I drive nice vehicles, so I don't want anybody else parking near me, but I hate that trying to get up close and wasting time. Like, I'm not a tree, I can walk. So I park, and then after that, I get out and I walk and I enjoy it. I get to stretch my legs. I get to, you know, do some cardiovascular and walk. So those are some of the things you can do. Parking far away, or even better yet, leaving your vehicle at home when you don't have to. Like all the things you can do. Like in Naples, I would walk to the tennis courts. I would walk, you know, to this thing, to that thing. If it was within, let's say, 2 miles, anything under 2 miles, we would walk to. Restaurant or the playground or anything like that. Becomes an amazing habit. So get off your ass, get out of your boxed life, get off your phone and start living again like you're supposed to. You're supposed to live in nature. You're supposed to live with sunshine. You're supposed to build things. You're supposed to be a father, a connected husband, and just repel these other things. Turn your back on the ordinary. Look around and see what is happening everywhere else. Understand that it's on purpose and refuse it. You know, just absolutely turn your back on this ordinary behavior. This is the behavior of the poor. This is the behavior of the average. This is the behavior of the ordinary. And this box life is the behavior of the people living a life of quiet desperation. You don't want that. You don't want that for your kids either. Adult children, teenagers, the box life, get them outside, make them go outside, make them create things, make them write things, make them move, make them stretch, make them, like I'm doing with Emery, make them train every single day physically outside. Add some grit to their life, add some adversity to their life, spend time with them, talk to them, listen to them, invite them to things. So that's it for today. If you'd like to be placed on a waiting list for my upcoming 5-star mastermind in September, you can do so below at badasschampion.com. That's badasschampion.com. You'll be placed on a waiting list. I will talk to you later this summer about your application, whether I'm the right coach. I'm probably not, and whether or not this is the right mastermind for you. So we do all that over a phone call, and it's win-win. It doesn't really matter. If it's not a good match, that's fine. If it is, then you'll have the opportunity to join our brotherhood. 18 elite businessmen. The association with these men is money in the bank for you, as is better husband, better father, better community leader. You basically buy time and money. In 12 months, you barely will recognize yourself. At least that's my personal goal, hanging around elite people. Every year, I try to make myself unrecognizable. I literally try to reinvent myself, transform. Reinvent's a bad word. I actually blow up my life every year, and I transform it into a bigger, badder, kick-ass life. And I kill off the person I was the year before. Think about how many people do that every year. Almost none. So you need to become that person, that husband, that entrepreneur, that leader, that father that is like every year. You're just constantly growing, improving, and getting better. So if you don't have a copy of my book, time to get off the fence and buy one at nobullbook.com. Best $20 investment you'll ever make in your business, your marketing, your family, your marriage, your time management, your physical and mental health. $20, it's pocket change for a badass millionaire. So that's it for today. Remember to do what I do, what we do, which is hug your wife and children tonight when you get home. The most important people in our lives are standing right in front of us. But we need to live a congruent life that shows them that we love them and they are the most important. When you're home, be home. When you're at dinner, be at dinner. Be mentally present with your wife and your children and the people that matter most to you. And before the sun sets every single day, tell them that you love them and tell them that how much they mean to you. Life is a gift. That's it for today. 2 words that change my life. No more zoo life. No more zoo life. No more box life for you. 2 words that change my life. 2 words that'll change yours. Be relentless.